Hey guys, Cheesy's back. We're going to tackle, hopefully, at least this room and the room afterwards. But if this is anything to go by, it's not going to be this room anytime soon. I could easily make no progress at all this time. I just have no idea what I'm doing with this room. That's all I had to have done. Once you're up here, that's essentially the end of it. So actually this one's not too terrible. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. That should not have happened. I don't believe that I went a whole block's width. But anyway, I suppose I must have done. Oh, I didn't jump. It did a stupid little jump. I hate when that happens. I'm sure you guys have noticed. That pisses me off. Just move him away so he doesn't get blown up. And I don't know if these fall down. Obviously not. I didn't realise that run was as easy as that, I must say. And we're up to our save point, guys. So this is it. This is the final boss. I didn't realise we were actually this close to the final boss, but here he is. And yeah, now you've seen how he appears, I can skip, so I think I've actually got... And what you do is you use your newly found gun friend. Yeah, this is the only place where you can infinitely jump. That move is actually very good for you if you can get yourself in the right position. This move, I would say, is easier to dodge if you stay on the ground, but I want to just get into the rhythm of doing it off the ground, and hopefully you'll see why. And now you can see why it's such a good idea to hope for that move. But yeah, you can see there's now spikes on the floor, so that would make it that little bit harder. This is probably the move I hate the most because I just never get it down. But yeah, this is the final boss of the game, so I'd actually be interested to hear what you thought of the game as a whole. I obviously am a big fan of the game. I think it's, well, I don't know how underrated it is, but I certainly don't see that many playthroughs of it around. And whilst I still think games like Boshi and Kill the Guy are fantastic games, I just don't think this one quite gets the credit it deserves. And I want to hear what you think. So yeah, leave a comment of what you thought of the game. If you think I'm wrong and the game's terrible and the mechanics are just stupid and gimmicky, then by all means, I want to hear from you guys. That's probably one of the few moves I'd say I would not like to get at all. As I said, it's easy enough to dodge it on the ground, but I wanted to get into a rhythm of doing it off the ground. And you can see this guy actually will go down pretty fast if you can get him with every single one. You can get him at least twice per round. That's not one of my favourite moves. It pauses you for a second and then it lets you go, and you have to escape from that circle essentially. And quite often it will happen in the middle of another move. This, I think there's just more of them. I'm not sure the move's actually made that much harder the second time. This is the one. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't know what happened. That's such an easy move to dodge at the end as well. The laser beams don't hurt you at all, you just have to dodge the explosions that follow, but obviously the lasers show you exactly where they're going to be. Oh, I'm bitterly disappointed that wasn't the run. I thought I had it. I don't quite know why I didn't grab that heart that killed me, but I'm sure there was a good reason, but hell if I know what it is. I'm just gonna try and keep plugging away. This boss, I would say, is probably a little bit easier than the original final boss that we fought a few parts ago. There certainly isn't much in it. This is still a tough boss, don't get me wrong. Oh, that was odd. But that's probably about as good as you can get. If you can get him to do that move just as he goes into his second health bar, you're probably going to be very close to doing it. Yeah, so I haven't actually mentioned you. I don't know why I didn't shoot, but you actually have to shoot twice. You have to shoot once to catch it, and then press shoot again to fire. And there you got a little glimpse of why sometimes things appear to go to random places when I die. It's because when you die, the game thinks the kid's at the top of the screen. This certainly isn't the hardest last boss I've ever seen, but it's still a challenge. It's a new gimmick as well. That was just undodgeable. It's a new gimmick with it being infinite jumps, which isn't something this game really used. It obviously used it in the swimming sections, but it didn't really use it other than that, so it's sort of a new mechanic for the game. And obviously we get to use our new weapon, the gun that we found in here. Don't be too disappointed if you don't get him twice every time. I mean, you can see I'm not getting him twice every time and I'm dying on absolutely nothing. But it does help, obviously, if you can get him two at a time. It just makes the number of moves you have to avoid half as many. But if you can only get him one sometimes, that's fine. Sometimes he just doesn't give you a move where you can get it, or you miss with the first one and it just isn't viable. Sometimes he'll just do moves out of the blue, can't predict. That is the one thing I would change about this game, is possibly to have a language selection, but I understand how difficult that would be to program and to have the translations, but it would help. It would help a lot, and I think it would get more plays if that were the case. I think a few people probably take a look at it and think that they can't read the text, so it's not for them. A lot of the text is, well, I say a lot, some of the text is in English, like the planet titles and things like that, which is why I'm not sure why the whole game wasn't made in English. But I wouldn't say that the lack of English makes this game harder in any respect, more than you never know what move the bosses are going to do. See, right there, I completely messed up 2 sets, 3 sets in a row, where I got 1 or less. Whoa! I don't know why I didn't grab that one. It made the noise as though it had, and then it didn't do it. But that's a tough move to dodge. But you can see if you're quick, I got all 8 before the first move. I think that's the most you can actually get. Ah, missing. So silly. Whoa, I re-caught it again. Okay, so I didn't get anywhere near 8. I think I got 6 that time. But if he does this move, you're never going to get more than 7. Because you just can't. If you're trying to use the same spot that I am. You might if you're somewhere else and you're better at this game than me, but I can't get more than 7. I think I only got 6 again there. I think he actually did less. Oh, that move! It's the best move for him to do, but you have to just be a little bit fortunate and avoid it. I think it's coming here, yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd moved off centre. So we're over halfway. Oh, I just didn't know what move it was going to be. Okay guys, I'm going to cut that right there for now. But I will see you next time, and we will take on the final boss of the game again, and hopefully we'll take him down. So I'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now.